Hey, I'm live. Yeah. What's going on, people? How you doing? Just setting up my stuff for you today. You know what I'm saying? So chill out, relax. We're getting ready to do the damn thing here. So how you doing? You doing good? That's great. Glad to know that. Yeah, so let me get these cards out. We're gonna do the old Leo-Virgos. Right, Leo-Virgo February Love Read Live. Let me just set this a little bit. Pow. Okay. My lights. I need another light. Yeah. All right. So I hope you're doing good. Right. It's a little chilly. Nice all day. Then all of a sudden, boom! It's ice cold out. What the hell? All right. So I'd like to welcome you to the channel. I also like to give a shout out to my subscribers, to my members. Appreciate your likes, your shares, your subscribes, and your comments. Right. Also, I'd like to give a shout out to myself. Right. For doing this readings for you. All right. So what we got going on for you today? Here we go. Really? Look at you ready to invest, right? Did I mention this is February's love reading? Okay, so we're going to see how this all unfolds. There's your investment. 7 of Pentacles. Ready to invest. I like that. That's your first card, my friends. All right, what do we got next? What's next? What's next? Oh, I think we got a sneaky card. Let me just check. I thought I seen it. I seen it. Maybe I didn't. I don't know. We'll find out. It looked like one flipped over. All right. Here's your second card, and we'll get to your story. We got 2. We'll get to the story. There is your these cards, man. King of Wands. Boom. Okay. You're definitely ready to get off of this chair that you're sitting on, right? Go invest. In what? That's your energy. First card of your story. 4 Pentacles. You want stability. Yeah. Obviously 2 is better than 1, right? Okay. There it is. Look at you, King of Wands, all fired up. Here you, Leo. How convenient. All right. The cards have a funny way of playing themselves out like that. You know what I mean? But here we go. Here comes your next card. Judgment is yours. This is what you're doing. You made up your mind for sure of what you want. You want that stability, right? That's why you're hot pants over here ready to get off your chair and go invest. Invest in what? What stability? What stability? Like I said, 2 is better than 1. So being in a partnership will make you more stable than you already are. And this is kind of what it's vibing like right now. So 2 of Wands. You do have a choice. Maybe even a choice between 2. I have to move this. This is kind of in the way because this table's a little bit shorter by the other table that I had. So my arrangement of my own spread won't quite fit. All right, 2 of Wands. There it is. Boom, in your face. Looking out at the world, seeing what's going on, seeing who you can find and vibe with, you know. You're making a choice for this. 10 Cups. This is perfect love, ultimate love, even a family, right? Told you wanted stability. Told you this was a love reading. Hit that like button as you come on in. Okay. Hey, Shelly, what's going on? Oh, that's, yep. Sure. I mean, that's part of the Virgo side. You're more than welcome. It's how I kind of dissect it for people to understand, right? So you can have like the Leo Virgo, a Leo anywhere in your chart. Same with the Virgo, anywhere in your chart. Doesn't necessarily have to be a cusper. Yeah, perfect. Welcome. Come on in. Hit that like button for me if you haven't already. There's your 10 of Cups. That's very beautiful. All right. What do we got going on for your next card? Hangman. That's not good. Stuck. Stuck for a minute. Just a slight pause. A slight pause on finding your ultimate happiness, possibly your family, right? Because you definitely want to invest here with the 7 of Pentacles to the 10 of Cups, which is love, happiness, ultimate happiness, right? Yeah, but you're stuck getting off your chair. See? Hangman. Oh, I got it upside down. Oh, yeah, noobs, I don't do reversals. So you're kind of stuck right here. Stuck moving. You got to cut that out. Seriously. Okay? Queen of Swords. If you want what you want, you can't just sit around and keep guessing and wondering and waiting if something's going to happen for you. Cut that out. Right? Queen of Swords, Hangman. Yeah. Or you did cut it out. We'll see. Maybe that's probably why the Judgment's there too. Bam. 10 of Swords. That's kind of like what I first said, right? Cut it out. Stop, like procrastinating, right? So get off your chair. Go ahead and find what you want to find for your love and your family, happiness, whatever, right? Because you do have choices. It's just you're getting stuck. Just keep watching out there, right? He's just wondering and waiting and waiting and wondering. Yeah. So what you do now, the Queen of Swords, 10 of Swords. Ooh, you cut out your own betrayal. Because waiting for something to happen is kind of a betrayal on yourself, right? Because if you want this ultimate happiness and you're not moving to get it or have it, well, then you're kind of going to get all into your emotions and all this other stuff. And that's going to really betray yourself. Yes, that's so true. Ten of Pentacles. More family. See? Family. 10 of Pentacles, 10 of Cups. Ooh, you want it all, don't you? Well, you should. As long as you give up, right? I never believed in this, oh, we do things 50-50. Well, that's great. But I'm a 100% kind of person. So if I'm going to give you 100% and you only giving me 50, well, you're friggin' shortchanging me here. So you give 100, I give 100. How about that? All right, so there is your 10 of Pentacles. That's beautiful. Wow, we got 3 10s on the board. 10 of Cups, 10 of Swords, 10 of Pentacles. It's 30. So 30, take off the 0, you have 3. 3's about exploring. What? Exploring? Isn't this kind of what that looks like? Uh-huh. Aren't you supposed to get off your chair and find what you want, invest in that? Would that be exploring? Coincidence? I think not. All right, let's get your next card. Oh, the World card. Boom. Now, is this a soap opera? Is this As the World Turns, right? Just kidding. Hey, when I was in high school, we used to bring my friends over to my grandmother's house, and she would make us lunch. And you know those like styrofoam trays that you got a hamburger on and stuff? Well, she used to really wash them and bleach them all down, and those were our paper plates. So we would have lunch, me and like maybe 2 or 3 guys hanging at my grandmother's house, and we would watch General Hospital with her eating our lunch that she made for us. Pretty cool, huh? That's As the World Turns. So this is going to be fated in destiny for you to really move and shake your butt off your chair and go get that person that you want. Okay? Destiny, fate. Cycles changing as the world turns. Right. I know I use a lot of puns and stuff, right? And that's sometimes a little bit over people's heads that are a little more common, I guess, average, and they don't get it. So I've caught myself a few times having to retract those statements to break it down a little more simple. There's your victory and success, or could be some great news coming in, right? We're going to see. I like that because you know why? That's the Six of Wands is directly underneath the Ten of Cups. So that is very suggestive to me to say that you will have victory in attaining this Ten of Cups. And that's funny because the World card is underneath the Two of Wands. And what is he doing? Holding the world in his hand. I love it. Somebody wants to bring you something. Somebody wants to give you something. Look at, hey, you want to take this? Have all this. Ooh. So Six of Pentacles. That's, an even give and take. That's balance. But this person in this picture is giving something away. And that something is Pentacles. Since we're not doing Pentacles reading, finance reading, we're doing love. They want to offer you something. And this is the good news that's coming into you. Finally, after you got off your chair here, King of Wands. Which is, fire sign, Leo, right? Boom! There it is, Five of Pentacles. Okay, this holy incense is really choking me out a little bit. Maybe it's a bad spot. Right on my neck. All right, Five of Pentacles. Well, that's kind of interesting, like visuals, okay? Because it's like you got these two people here, right? These two people are the same two people here, right? They come in from the cold and they're like, here, I'll give you this. So the symbolism of this is now not the definition of the tarot, but it is the numerology, okay? So fives are that change because that represents change. Stability, as we talked about many times, that is going to change for you when this person comes in and gives you something, because this is what is the victory. This is the great news that's coming into you. That is supposed to happen exactly this way. All right. Somebody has been putting their eyeballs on you. Somebody has been researching and looking into you, right? It's kind of like this, I guess the slang term in YouTube tarot would be spying, right? But it also is communication, because the swords is your mind and your communication. So maybe that this great news that comes in here is just, pages are small, so it's small talk, right? A little bit. So they're only going to tell you a little bit about things, and what they want to do is give you a change, stability. So that sounds like an offer to me. If they're going to come and talk to you about some things like this, maybe they feel this is fated for them as well, to come present this to you. Even though you here are supposed to get up and look for it, once you make that attempt and call judgment to actually start doing it, now the ball starts rolling, the earth starts turning, and then now this person does what they're supposed to do and come and present you with a little conversation about wanting to give you a different sense of stability. Magnificent. This is all being manifested in the present moment. So this person's saying to you that they've been trying to manifest you. They would like to manifest you. However, but same thing, right? Page of Swords, Magician. Right, let's keep going, see what's going to happen with this. Where's it going to go? How's it going to end? We don't know yet. Okay, where is this coming from? What's going on with you? Nine of Wands? You feel like you're the battered and bruised, wounded warrior here that's been through so many barriers and blockages. This is kind of why you probably didn't get off your throne in the first place, because you're just tired of being single and all the bullshit that goes with it. Man, I can do those commercials that people talk like 90 miles an hour, and you can't even hear understand it really. Right, 9 of Wands. There you go, having a little bit of trouble. Well, maybe the seed was this. Maybe the seed was a wounded dove, right? A wounded little birdie. Or maybe their part of their conversation is they're going to tell you all the troubles that they've been through, because that 9 of Wands is on top of the Page of Swords. So I think it's this person that's the wounded warrior, and they're going to tell you how they similarly have been through things to make them not want to continue either. But for fate and destiny to roll in to get what you want, which is, the ultimate happiness, 10 of Cups, the ultimate stability, 10 of Pentacles. It looks like you both move on your own times in the direction of what you want, and you find each other. And then you have this conversation. And this person's like, yeah, I want to change your stability because I'm really, want to give you some good news and good luck and good fortune and victory. And I feel this is destiny. This is kind of the part of the conversation they're going to have. So I don't know if it's going to be face-to-face or text messages, emails, all that good stuff, right? But they're definitely saying to you that they have things in their past that they put behind them that they've manifested to stay strong, to continue to move forward, to seek what they want. And they've been watching you. Kind of creepy, but kind of not. Kind of flattering, but kind of, restraining order. Let's keep going. Hey, where you going? Ooh. Well, if I can get it off the floor. We got a tower going on here, people. What are you, a demolition person now, huh? Blowing up buildings and shit, right? Well, there's a tower. So that tower definitely is going to say there's going to be a change. Because maybe you were a little hesitant with this person before they started telling you some of their background about their past, what they've been through, and how they've been beat up, and stayed strong to keep going, right? So that immediately causes a tower, which is just a change. Towers isn't bad. I don't know why people are afraid of change, I mean, listen, people are afraid of change, then why do you change your clothes every day, right? Are you so afraid of change you can't even change your own clothes every day? Stupid. So we're very selective on what we want like that. So, yeah, let's find out what after this tower comes for you for your February love reading. Uh-oh. This creates some confusion. Okay, some confusion. There it is. 7 of Cups. Well, what I see here is I think this kind of gets you in your emotions a little bit to kind of feel that maybe this person that's telling you all this stuff, or will, because if it hasn't happened yet, it will, that it seems like they had a lot of kind of experience. You have the 9 of Wands. He's holding 1 wand. There's 8 wands behind him. So when you go to, meet people, talk about your past to see if you click, usually it's like sometimes the questions are like, kids block your ears. How many have you had sex with, right? And you give your answer. So right here kind of is like that kind of questioning, answering, talk, because Wands is your passion. It's your fire and your mojo, right? It's your drive, your soul. So I think that the story that they tell you and how they had all this different scenarios going on in their past kind of freaks you out. Now it makes sense with the Tower and the 7 of Cups. It creates a tower, which is really the 7 of Cups. So this gets you emotionally mixed up, confused, right? You're like, damn, you sure did have a lot of options, because 7 of Cups also is options, right? Judgy, are you a little? I don't know. Judgment card is here, but it's good because if it doesn't fit in your suitcase, you surely can't bring it with you, right? Ladies, I'm sorry, that didn't really sound right. Keep going here. Oh my God, I pulled the Ace of Wands. I can't even with that. Those innuendos. There it is. Ace of Wands, right? So I think you're confused on if this person wants a really like, if they only want like, okay, the sex, okay? Because the Ace of Wands is a romantic opportunity, right? But the wand itself is, like I said, the passion, the mojo, the fire. But wand, this big long stick, we'll say, kids block your ears. This is the male phallic representation, right? So I think that you're confused in wondering if this person only wants hot, steamy, passionate, you know? Sorry, that's what it's looking like. I try to keep it PG, you know, because I do have youngins that watch this channel, and YouTube allowed that as long as you keep your P's and Q's correct, right? So I try to do that. Youngins is like 13 and like 17, right? So I think the youngest age is 13, which is right on. Because they need to learn too, you know what I'm saying? So if you're a good teacher, you teach well, obviously. All right. I think you're confused. So let's see. Let's keep going on with this. Well, there is the offer. There it is. I told you they wanted to give you something. So it's really, even though you were confused and you're thinking hey, do you want a solid relationship or you just want to hit it and quit it? Now with the Page of Pentacles, they're going to let you know what the answer is. And we're going to pull this card that wants to sneak out. The cups that are six of cups. Well, since they now tell you their real response and get to not have you in your mind think what you think and make that stick. Okay, they really clarify what they want here. That's that Page of Pentacles. They're going to give you what you want through this conversation. And it's going to clear up your mind of the Seven of Cups, because you go from the Seven of Cups to the Six of Cups. So the Six of Cups represents perseverance. This isn't a past person. This is a completely new person. This isn't nostalgia. This isn't like happy thoughts and shit. This is your emotions are now stable because you were confused with the Seven of Cups emotionally about, do they just want to hit and quit it, or do they want a solid, romantic, passionate relationship? Brand new start opportunity, right? So this helps you what? Persevere is what? Stabilize, get a grip on. Let's move on. If you hear snorting and grunting, it's my Frenchie over there. She's feisty this evening. Boom, there is. Oh, that's nice. Seven of Swords. You were wishing this person would tell you like that, right? Because you had some, or you will have, those mixed emotions. And because if you want the Ten of Cups and Ten of Pentacles, there's no way that you just want to have this casual kind of stuff going on, right? So that's what was giving you the mixed emotions, causing a tower because you're about to break out and leave this person out in the cold, but you didn't. You stuck with it. They really gave you the information that really helped you even your emotions out. Oh, you did? Yeah, she's hilarious. And she's my superstar, you know. I do put her up in the videos and stuff, and I did one last night of the dogs just before I took them out, and they love it. People love that stuff, and she's sometimes a snarky Frenchie. She's a bulldog. So bulldogs are what? Bullies, right? They kind of like one-way dogs a little bit, especially when they get older. She's 13, so she's kind of like set in her ways. Yeah. And then my lab, she's cute. They're both over there doing the thing. All right, so you were kind of wishing this person is going to definitely, tell you what you kind of want to hear. Is they want the same thing, because that page is next to the Ten of Cups. So the Page of Pentacles next to the Ten of Cups. They want the same thing. They want that love. They want that family. They want all that good stuff. Thank you, Shelley. I appreciate that. So this is going to make you very excited. It's going to make you very happy. You're going to be jumping for joy. You might even pop some bubbly with this person and get down, right? Who knows? But now that they're clarifying themselves for you, it seems like you guys are on the same page. Yeah, nice. Nice. And so I don't like this one. Talk about a tower. Here's the Five of Wands. The first thing that I thought when I looked at this card was, okay, everything was working out fine. You kind of in the beginning, when they start, telling you what's going on, it got you mixed emotions, because you could have misinterpreted some things like that, right? But they corrected it, and they really gave that confirmation to you. What they want is the same thing you want, okay? What I don't like about this card is, after you are wishing for them to really say the same things that you want as they want, the celebration and the happiness comes. I don't like this curveball, because now I feel that there is either competition, because there's no way you guys can argue about this, because if you're going to be celebrating and happy, excited with the Three of Cups, how are you going to argue and be excited at the same time? Makes no sense. So there's others involved. There's competition. Competition of fake suitors with fake love. See, Nine of Cups. That cup is empty. False offers. Technically players. Where is that even coming from? Oh, snap. Remember I was talking about the Nine of Wands? And the Nine of Wands is underneath the Seven of Cups. So you were having mixed emotions about this person telling you all of their past. Remember, there's 8 wands behind the one guy that's holding one wand to make it 9 wands. So I feel that with the competition, this is some weird manifestation of your own emotions in thinking this person was kind of a player and wanted to just hit it and quit it. And now it's manifesting. So now you're going backwards after they tell you what the real deal is, which is the same page as what you want. This is getting weird. All right, let's just keep moving and see what this is really about, okay? Or because they weren't really giving you the offer yet. They weren't really presenting this to you, because when they had the Pentacles, Page of Pentacles, they were only giving you what? Information. Page of Pentacles, Page of Swords. They were talking. Swords is your mind, your communication. So they're speaking to you a little bit about their past history, what they've been through. And so the Page of Pentacles is giving you that what? Perseverance in your emotion, Six of Cups, to ease your Seven of Cups, your emotional confusion. And that's what you wanted. That's what you got, so you're happy and celebrating. So I don't think it's competition with false offers that you have to worry about. I think this changes your past. You change, okay? Fives, change. Wands, passion, mojo. So now you present the offer. You give your cup of love to this person. And this is what's exciting. This is your wish, because that tower was the clarity that you needed, because this person was or is or will come off in a way that you think this person was all over the place in the past. And you're like, hey, I'm not judging here. Maybe you would be, because sometimes Leos do that. Tell me you don't. I dare you leave that in a comment. Here you lions, but this is a judgment here, right? So maybe you could have been a little judge. I would be too if I want what I want and somebody was pitching an idea that wasn't lined up. So now this changes your motivation. This changes your passion. So you giddy up on your horse and give them that offer because it told you the right things that you wanted to hear. 10 of Cups, 10 of Pentacles, 4 of Pentacles. Victory and success, my friends. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. So this is going to be a slow and steady, long-term, very passionate, romantic kind of relationship now. I'm going to keep going down here. Right? It's not going to be quick. Probably not no one-night stands. It's going to endure. Endure. Ooh, what am I seeing? What am I seeing? Okay, people, if you don't believe in, I wouldn't say magic, okay? Because, I mean, I don't do magic, right? But I really do put all of my energy into these readings for you. So when I have the energy pick up from y'all, I translate it through these cards. But oftentimes, when I'm reading your stories, I can already see so far ahead. Hello, Erica. You made it. Yay. Congratulations. Appreciate y'all coming in. You guys are fantastic. I love when my family shows up, right? Okay, so where was I? Yeah, so my concentration is so strong, right? That I like kind of know the directions these readings go in. And so when I'm thinking of certain things, even though I'm talking to you, because I'm super good like that, some of the thoughts that I have manifest through these cards, which technically is like magic, because what did I do to make that happen, right? It's magic, right? No, it's just the draw of the energy that I pull in, that I put in, that you get. So this is just clarity on February's love reading. Okay? So you pitch the offer because it makes you change your mind. And now this person is going to be a twin flame soulmate situation. How do I know that? Because the World card, fate and destiny, my friends, told you you weren't getting off your chair because there wasn't anybody to match your level, to be on that same plateau vibrationally. And so you didn't think this person was either until they started speaking their truth, telling you the similarities and some of their situations that looked like it was kind of scary about their past. But nonetheless, it was enough for you to kind of get your stable in your emotions, to be happy and really hoping that this person would say what you wanted to hear. So you pitched the offer, and it turns out that this person is your twin flame. And guess what? There's your higher level commitment right there. And guess what? This makes you very happy, super excited, like super soaker excited. So there's the manifestations of these cards with the love readings, okay? Because my energy was pulling into this as being a very long-term, very official, very connected, next level relationship. Because once you hear this person start talking about what they went through, you probably would cut them right the hell off if it wasn't in alignment, or if it was too much of the things that you didn't want, which that's what it sounded like until they're going to clarify this for you, making it now smoother for you to emotionally endure this and say, wow, now I'm not worried. Boom. You want the same things. You want family, you want love, you want stability, and you want one and done, and you want to make it last. That's why you pitch that offer. So now you say, giddy up, and you go for this official, long-term, slow and steady, solid, strong, Adam and Eve type relationship, right? Soulmate, soul bond, twin flames. So that tells me that because this person came to you, or will, with the Lover's card here in the Hierophant, it says that you must be the Empress. because the Emperor is a representation of the Emperor. I mean, the Hierophant is a higher vibration of the Emperor. So the next card after the Emperor would be the Hierophant. So for the Empress, the next level vibration would be the High Priestess. So you have a couple kings out here. Well, you started with the king. Then you have the queen out here. So 4 kings equal the Emperor. 4 queens equal the Empress. It's all about the balance and duality, my friends. And they weren't looking like an emperor really until they were telling you everything that lined up with your everythings. And so now that in your mind, the way you see them, now they're not an emperor. They're in this higher level vibration of the Hierophant, which is that higher level official commitment. Just saying. That's marriage material, my friends. That is a keeper for sure. And that's what you want. You want a keeper. Or him. Let's keep going. Here you go. This is where you find peace. 4 of Swords. This is peace. This is now you can chill out, relax. There's nothing to worry about, right? Your mind is now stable along with your emotions. Because you two are going to be on the same page, wanting the same things, damn near at the same time. And it's almost like you two moved at the same time, because in the very beginning, you weren't even wanting to get out there and see what was for you. And when you do, they do, and then you meet up, and then bam, here it all comes. So be ready. But you'll definitely find peace with this person. And it makes complete sense. Because you have the Lover's card, you have the Hierophant out here, you have the 10 of Cups, and 10 of Pentacles with Judgment. This is like marriage for death, right? And one thing that I'm real big on, if you're going to be involved, be involved, right? If you're going to say you love a person, love that person, right? If you get married and you say your vows till death do us part, why is it when somebody gets sick, they take off? Breaking your vows, right? And that today, to me, just with that simple terminology, like if you say what you mean what you say. And when you got to mean what you're going to say, you're going to do what you say because you mean it, right? So it's crazy how, comment, bring it. It's crazy how nobody sees that really nowadays, you know? I was speaking earlier, like, when they say, oh, I want a 50-50 even Steven relationship. Yeah, I want more than 50% of you. Or flow, you know? Yeah, comment or flow. Bring it. I'm good with that. You know, so 50-50. I don't want 50% of you. I want all of you. I want 100%. I want your farts. I want your belches. I want your, your curtsies. I want all that good stuff. Because if you're only holding back 50%, giving 50%, well, what is that other percent? What is that other half of you? That's what I want to know. And that's what people don't understand. You got to give all to get all, right? Yeah. I don't know where I was going down, but it's just kind of free flowing it. I think I might go live again and just have like Eric was saying, free flow comment, right? So maybe I'll just do a whatever comes out non-tarot kind of live. I don't know. Leave a comment if that's a good idea or not. But this is your moving forward. This is your divine Uber. Divine Uber has brought you to this place of peace. You're going to move forward with this person. Surely you will. Now, I don't know if in their car or your car, but whatever. Divine Uber. There's your truth and clarity, my friends. Can't with this. I'm just so damn good. Shit. I need a medal or, I really want the plaque. Okay. I didn't do this stuff for money. I didn't do this stuff for fame and glory to start this channel. Actually, during COVID, I had a really, really rough time. Cincinnati. KRP in Cincinnati. Something, this little TV show I remembered when I was little. Cancer Leo, like, please. Well, it just so happens that we're doing the Leo Virgos. So you technically qualify to watch this video because you have Leo in you, which is fine. And it's kind of cool because you have dual kind of readings to watch. So if I do like the Leo Virgos, you know, you can watch the Cancer Leo as well because you have those both signs in your chart somewhere. Sun sign, moon sign, rising sign, Mercury, Venus, Uranus, all the shit, right? Mercury, Venus, Uranus, all this shit. Oh, sometimes I gotta stop me. Right? All right. So yeah, that's bonus for you, right? That's cool. I like that. Myself, I am a cusper, and like I said, I had experienced rough times during COVID, because just before COVID hit, well, as COVID hit, I lost my mom and shit, so it was really rough. And I was actually, engaged at that time, and it was rough, the separation, and this other person was just, hey, we're on lockdown. Now I feel like I'm a wild child, and this person's out everywhere during COVID, during the lockdown, having their fun. And I was locked down by myself, thinking I was engaged with this person that was locked down in their own house, and it wasn't true. So with my mother dying, then having COVID, and then that my fiance doing what they were doing, it was a big kick in the dick. And then something snapped. And then I had a conversation with God because, I've always had a conversation with God, but this was strong where he showed me what I'm to do. So I started doing tarot, right? Not involved because this is just a crutch. Not saying that it's just useless, but this is like my idea of, one, helping you guys in your lives and what you're going through, but two, it's a level of platform for me to now take it to the next level. Okay. I am a very highly intelligent person. I don't give a shit who you are. If you know me, you will know my intelligence. That's why I don't have a lot of subscribers and all that, which I should, because one, YouTube cuts off the idea of cusps because some people don't believe in a cusp. And technically astrologers do see that as an imaginary line between two signs. Because if your birthday falls in between two signs, that is clarity that there's only 4 to 6 days, depending on the sign, that the sun goes from one zodiac to another. And you just don't go right from boom, Cancer to Leo. There's got to be lag time in the middle to get there because everything is like a clock. The sun rotates, the moon rotates, the planets rotate, the universe rotates. Everything rotates like a clock. Thank you. You're most welcome. Right. So then this is just a branch off. Now getting into my website, because I just started doing personal readings, going on my website. I am a certified life coach. So not only am I helping you technically, spiritually life coaching you through this relationship that we're talking about here that you're about to experience, the life coaching on the real side of it, like the physical flesh suit side, is where the life coaching comes in to also coach you through the relationships that you're in are going to be going in. So if you want a personal reading, get on my About Me on my channel, look for my social media links, find my website, click on that shit and book a reading. Because I do spiritual enhancement growth readings. I also do life coach readings, and I'll do personal tarot readings. Just so you know. Right. Yeah, because things, when you do things alone, it's tough. It's pretty rough, right? Because I was in this place where you guys are with this reading and being like, I don't even want to get off my chair. I don't want to find anybody. I'm good, right? Because of the betrayals and all the crap that I've been through. And it was like enough to be like, way hermit mode, right? And so that wasn't the direction that I was supposed to go in because I'm a live person. I'm an intelligent person. I'm very, sociable. I can really charm and talk and make you laugh and all this good stuff that's supposed to be seen, right? And so if I'm locking myself down, well, then I can't share my talents with y'all. So that's when God kind of kicked me out of my own house, said you're going to do this and not dwell on your ex-fiance running around town during COVID lockdown while you're in the house crying about your mother dead. Just saying. It's pretty rough. So that transformation of being alone to get to this point is where my strength and armor come from, okay? Because I didn't let it be, and it wasn't getting depressed. I wasn't getting, I mean, at first I was, right? I mean, obviously, if you're engaged 2 years, I think that you'd be a little depressed of you. You know, the person running around town, supposed to be locked down, and you can't see him. And you didn't know this, and you find out, and it's just a disaster. But nonetheless, it builds the strength, right? And so a lot of people would cave. And I'm telling you, I did fall, scrape my knee a bunch of times, drinking a little bit, things like that, because I didn't know how to deal or cope or even understand what was even going on, right? So it was more like a wake-up call, and it helped me understand what we in tarot land, spirituality, it's the transmuting, right? What does that mean exactly? It means to take one thing, turn it into another. So what God had given me during this time in this strength was that ability to understand what and how and why I need to transmute energy. So I understood the definition, I knew how to do it, and I knew why I needed to do it. So instead of being depressed, down on myself, or even, drinking myself into a hole, or just, getting lost under the bridge with fucking needles in my arms and shit, which I never stuck myself anyways. I cringe at needles. I don't even like the damn doctors doing it, but it's just them. I took that energy of pain, that pain from that situation of my mother dying, having COVID, and my fiance flaking out on me, and I turned that pain into what? Progress. That's when I started doing the YouTube channel. Then I grew it, got my website, got more education under my belt because, I already have a college degree of criminal justice, So I had to get in the spiritual side of it because there was things of myself that I needed to heal. And so that whole time during COVID, doing this stuff, opening myself up more, because I was always been a very talk to God person. Not a thumper of the Bible, but I don't have to go to church to pray to God. I can sit in my living room, my kitchen, on the toilet, and just talk. And I have that connection. I've always had it since I was a little kid. Because when I was younger, I was like maybe 5 years old. My whole family's Catholic, right? But I'm going to Baptist churches, Southern Baptist. But as a 5-year-old in a 3-piece suit in the 70s, are you kidding me? That's pretty slick. So I always had that connection, right? And so when I was like almost going to the dark side during this time, I am a cusp. So that was the point. Not only did I have to get into this transmuting the energy, finding my gifts, because I have stories of me not only giving you the information of how correct my readings are, but I've been talking to people on phones, telling them what's going on in the situation right now. It's verified and found out, and they're shitting their pants because how are you knowing 88 miles away that there's a white truck in front of my house with 2 people in it? And you go outside in front and you look and you see that and you shit your pants, right? So that was me trying to get really all this wrapped up to understand my gifts, who I am, transmute that pain and energy, and because I am also a cusper. And so when anybody says, oh, I don't believe in cusps, well, then you don't believe in me because I'm here existing. I'm that person, just like some of you, that your birthday's falling between 2 signs. Because I'm a Virgo Libra cusp. So there's even more conviction for me not to be like every other common tarot reader out here that does Aries, Leo, Sag, right? And just read the definitions and pump all that shit out and make you just soaked up in it, right? No. Cusps are different. Why? Because not everybody's a cusp. Not everybody's birthday falls in between those signs. Yep. Virgo, Libra, cusp. Shelley, yes. Virgo, Libras. That's me. September, baby. Right. Actually, I was supposed to be born in August, but I wasn't born until September. My birth date was in August. But I stayed in the oven for another month, and bam, I was born in September. A whole another 30 days. And I was supposed to be a girl because my mother thought I was. The doctor thought I was. I came out. Nope. That extra month. Weird, huh? I know. Oh, September what? Now you're getting too personal. I can't give you all that information. You know why? Because there are evil people on this planet and in this world that will take that information and then look at my birth chart and then see my destiny. And then I'll have to go, astro travel and kick the shit out of them because they're trying to ruin my destiny. So I can't give you that specific information. I would love to, but I need my glasses. You were hiding X? Oh, you were hiding it. June 23rd. Okay, that's nice. I mean, I am very upfront and honest, but if I knew people a little bit better, then I have no problem with giving you any and all kind of information. But yeah, when I'm dealing with this kind of world, because spirituality is another world in itself. Oh, well, yeah, the time, I'm telling you, Erica, the time is very, 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 very important. Super huge important, right? Because if I just give you, I told you I was a cusp, and then I told you the month. But if I give you the date, well, then that's a generalization of how you can kind of see what my chart is kind of almost completely like. Now, when you get to the date, the time of it, now you're dead on. I need my glasses. Hold on, Shelly. Hold on. I got to read these comments. I can't see nothing. Just give me 1 sec to find my glasses. Oh, my God. Because I'm telling you, these lights are so bright. Glare and shit. Can't read nothing because it's so far away. Oh, with my mom? Yeah. Like my mom, I forget. Boys carry high and girls are low or something like that, right? But that's where I was. I was in the opposite. So if girls are supposed to be carried low, I was hanging low or high, whichever one. I forget exactly. So the doctor thought, because back in the 70s, they didn't have the technology we do now. So, hey, everybody was assuming that I was going to be a girl. And so my mom hooked up the nursery with all pink shit. My name, if I was going to be a girl, born a girl, it was going to be Gretchen. Okay, that's how far my mother went. That's how convinced she was the doctor on what the doctor said, right? And so, bam, she was like, induce me. And he said, no, not yet. For some reason, a whole another 30 days later, instead of being in August, I was born in September. So I hope that clarifies a little bit for you, Shelly. Yeah. What do we got here, Julie? Oh, yeah. Hey, cross-watching is okay, right? I believe in that because you know why? It helps give you insight to, your person, right? It's not like you're trying to, well, technically, I guess it's kind of a little bit of stalking, right? But it's more gathering that information because if you're aware of yourself and you understand these readings, well, then shit. You're dealing with other people, by all means, get on their signs, cross-watch that shit. It's not like, I wouldn't say it's like fortune telling or forecasting, telling the future kind of thing. It's just like getting a heads up because we all have intuition. We all have intuition. People don't understand what it even is because when you get that spidey sense, that tingling feeling in your gut, because that's where your intuition is in your gut. It's a straight vibration, right? Called the heebie-jeebies, the jiggles, the wiggles, whatever that feeling is, the hair on the back of your neck, whatever you want to say. Your intuition beams off the hook and you know exactly what is going on or, whatever is happening that you're making you feel that intuition, right? And that is your spidey senses. And you become really aware of the situation you're in, persons you're dealing with, whatever, to get that information to register now from your emotional feelings of it, because that's what intuition is. It's an emotional feeling This is what I believe, because you got that jingle in your gut. And it somehow vibrates and transmutes the energy into what now? Logic. And now what you feel is what you think. And what you think is dead on, because now when you can compare somebody else's energy of telling you the story about what's going on with you, matches your intuition, now you're dead on. And you'll never doubt your intuition. So to look at other people's stuff in that sense of, non-manipulating energy, it's perfectly fine. But you can't go and take what's being said and then go and use it against another person, because that's foul ball. Just saying. Not saying anybody's doing that, but I'm sure there has been people doing that shit. Because other tarot watchers cross-watch tarot watchers. Yeah, they really do. And they even take just lessons, and they study these tarot readers that are really good. Hands up in the air. And they, I would say, manipulate and tweak my reading, and then they put some of my reading in theirs because they're so unoriginal and so not even intuition. They don't use it. Yeah, I've caught readers that don't show their face doing tarot readings, and you only see, you see just their hands. So that you got their one hand here, they pull a card, and then these cards go down, and this other hand disappears. You can't see their face. So now when they're telling you, oh, the Nine of Pentacles, this is beautiful, right? Because this is, independence. This is stability. This is creativity. This is achieving pentacles, stability, money, finances, right? So when they give you all this, when they're rattling all this kind of definition sounding like definitions of a card, well, they have the book in this hand, and they're reading you the definition, because you can't see the face, can't see the book. Where's the other hand? And how come it sounds like you're reading a book? That's not your intuition. So then they slip, put their hand down a little bit, then you see the freaking book. Bogus. We'll keep this one. Yeah. So that's that, right? Just a little bit of sharing with y'all. Appreciate that. Love that idea, right? Virgo Libras, which to me, Virgo Libra, that could be the beautiest thing in the entire world, as well as very challenging. So not everybody can vibe with a Virgo. Not everybody can vibe with Libra. Same with Sagittarius, Capricorn. Almost very similar, but I don't think in the compatibility parts, Cancer could hang with that. You know what I'm saying? Too strong for Cancer, because Cancer is sensitive. Libras are funny. Capricorns can hardly even crack a smile. You know what I mean? So it just depends on that. So I definitely encourage that if you are in, this mood to, check out other people's readings, by all means do it. Just don't have nefarious reasons behind it. All right. So there is your achievement of the stability that you are looking for. And now you're going to wax the pole. Look at the top of that wand. I can't with that. No, this is more like, this is still the conversation. This is still now like, okay, the Bachelor Rose was presented, and now you are accepting this rose, and you're giving up your rose. Exactly, right? Gemini, Cancer Geminis, yeah. Gemini Cancers. Well, that's a hell of a combo. It really is. But here, out of all this, I really love the idea of the cusps. You know why? Because I think we have the advantage. One is because we are not like everybody else. So that takes us out of the sheep herd, right? And I kind of think that the people that have the cusps are really like the 144,000. Just saying. Because it's so rare. Not a lot of people are cuspers. If you look at YouTube, well, when I do it, and I put in those tags, if I put in Aries as a tag, it will show me there's like 10,000 channels with like 500,000 videos to watch under Aries, right? So then if I just did tarot like that, it has the same. It has like 2.5 million, right? So many videos. But if I put in the tag cusp, it pops up with only like, I think I don't quote me, I'm not sure. I looked at this a while ago. I think it was under 300 channels with like 200,000 videos, right? So definitely not part of the pack, not quite prominent in this kind of reality of YouTube TV, you know? And so we're different. We're different. But what secondly makes us different is this. You have two signs, my friends, okay? So like for me, Virgo Libra. Now, if I look at my life and analyze each sign and where it fits in my life, Virgo all day long. Excuse me, Virgo all day long. Because I do show a lot of the characteristic personality traits of a Virgo. I am a paper hooker. I save every piece of paper, every receipt. Well, not every receipt, but anything that's made important has to do with paperwork. I have a giant tote full, right? Analyzing. That's a Virgo. Hermit. Virgo. Now the Libra, funny, I'm charming, I'm good looking. You know what I mean? That's the Libra side. Scales of justice. I'm very much about the truth and justice, right? So I get to live in both worlds. The world of Virgo and the world of Libra, but use those traits and those talents and put them together and have this beautiful mix. And so we do get shortchanged on this place because there's not a lot of readings of cusps. And I've been told that people are like, wow, I'm so glad I found your channel because I'm a cusper and I didn't even know that they had this going on. So tell your friends and your neighbors, right? And hey, the more the merrier. Okay. So I like you guys' this little conversation here, right? You're going to definitely achieve this very romantic opportunity. Okay. So we're going to pull a couple more cards here because we get stuck now on the 8 of Swords. I don't think you're going to be stuck here. I think because you're going to be happy with them telling you what you want to hear because it's what you want and you guys can be on the same page. Okay. So when you achieve this idea of wanting to now give this person the offer because they came into, want to do that, but you kind of heard everything they said and beat them to the punch. With this Page of Wands and then the 8 of Swords, I feel that you're going to tell this person that, you were blindfolded, right? You were blindfolded. You didn't want to get off your throne. You didn't want to find anybody. And this was keeping you stuck in your mind. So now you're going to conversate with them about your past and some of your inner workings of your gears that make you turn to who you are. Okay. So that is really good because you feel really, or you're going to feel really at ease with this person to be able to be at peace, 4 Swords, to talk about your truth and clarity, Ace of Swords. Swords is your mind and your communication. So you're going to be able to very much speak freely with this person. Like you would somebody in the family or your best friend, whatever. That, my friends, is definitely a strong indication of a twin flame soulmate person. It's almost like you feel like you know them from somewhere. And that's now making sense if you kind of feel that you knew them from somewhere because you have the 6 of Cups out here. That's a past person. Nostalgic feelings, right? Maybe another lifetime. Maybe you've had go-rounds with this person in a past life because I think, okay, if you're talking spirituality, we're off the deep end because there's a ton of shit that is ununderstandable to the normal person that has no idea how to even spell spirituality. Okay. So to get into the different levels of it is bananas for most people. They shy away from it because they're ignorant to the fact of the knowledge. Okay. So I come on here and I try to teach you guys some of these things because it's part of my job, part of my gift. Right. And I only teach by experience. I don't just read a book and talk about it. I go through it, live it, verify it with that shit, and then give it to you served on a nice silver plate, right? So anyways, I really feel that when we talk about reincarnation and past lives and things like that, I really feel that people do experience that past life situation, but with different people What do I mean? I mean, when you meet somebody for the very first time and you got those tingles and you got those butterflies and you guys are talking perfectly and everything is flowing. And the first day, it feels like you've known that person for 10,000 years. I'm exaggerating for the 10,000. But it's like you feel like this is it. You're talking to them in a way that you would somebody in family that you've known pretty much all your life, and you're comfortable just farting and talking around and not a big deal. That's what I mean, right? And so my point is, sometimes when you somehow lose that person in your life, have you noticed that the next person that comes into your life is very, 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 very similar or almost dead on to the person that just left you? Give me a comment and see if that is true for you. So the person that you were with in your past, are they very similar to the person you might be now with? Really look at that. And if they are, that, my friends, is the spiritual way to understand if this person has been going round and round with you in past lives. The flesh suit that we live in dies, but our soul is eternal. So the reincarnation is just that. That's transmuting the energy. So the souls, I think, do kind of like jump like that. I mean, we're talking about souls. Look at demon possessions, man. People get possessed by demons. How does it happen? Because the spirit of the demon jumps in your body, like your soul. Think about the word, spirits, alcohol, right? Spirits. What happens when you drink alcohol? A lot of us turn into different people. Some say their true selves. Some say a different person. Monsters, whatever. I don't even know. But it's the spirit. Alcohol. Spirits has possessed you. So it transmuted your energy into something different. Okay, I know. But this is part of the learning experience, because how can you fight the devil if you don't know him? I mean, sure, God wants us to be innocent and carefree, right? He wants us to be the warriors to fight for the good things of love and all the things that he wants for us, right? So that's a good thing. Yeah. So don't forget, Archangel Michael, very beautiful angel, top notch, number one, right? Protector, lover, all these things. You look up what he does, right? Spiritually for us in that sense. He kicked the shit out of Satan. God said, I'm done with this. Go kick his ass. Go throw him out. Because when Satan fell, who was the one that made that happen? Michael kicked his ass, bound him up, chained him for 1,000 years. So that beautiful, loving, nice angel turned into what? A warrior. Beat the shit out of Satan. So that's part of the duality. That's also the spirituality. So we got to know these kind of things to understand where, one, the level of spirituality that we're on, for two, is understanding the things in spirituality that people don't realize that we all maybe have gone through and incidentally or accidentally maybe did some shit. Okay. Words are very powerful. Okay. Think of this. When we say certain words, it's defined as a curse word, right? Damn, shit, blah, 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 right? Those are curse words, right? So now let's just say there's an instance between you and somebody, and you have an argument, and you start using those profanity words, cursing, right? In the logical sense, now just straight up Virgo, dude, that word curse is now in the spiritual sense. And when you're saying go F this, blah, 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 you're telling that person that's just what you're wishing for them to do. And the words now are becoming a curse, which means you're plugging that shit into the subconscious. And they might actually go do that shit sometime. So that's why we need to be careful with words. That's why spirituality needs to be understood on such a broad but deep level. And not everybody can get it because their brain are only this big. I'm just kidding. That was a little judgy. But yes, they are. Because we are not all the same, my friends. Sure, we all have the same bones. We all have the same blood and shit, right? But no, our intellect is different. Our drives are different. Our souls are different. So there's definitely a difference in between people. So there are levels to people that aren't equal. Yeah. There we go. Intuition to our purpose. Yes. You will never go wrong with your intuition. I am telling you, never once have I ever thought that my intuition was going to be wrong. Because once I learned and seen the fact of doubting my own self of what I felt was going to be, what was going to happen, and then that turned out to be exactly what my intuition was saying, I knew I was wrong in thinking that what was in here wasn't right. Because if you go somewhere, right, and you're just about to get there, and all of a sudden you're like, man, I don't know if I should go into this place. I don't want to go into this because I feel there's something going to happen. I'm not sure what's going to happen, but I feel something's not right. Something's not going to go in. That's your intuition saying, ding-a-ling-a-ling, listen to what you're saying. And you say, whatever, everything's going to be fine. You go into that club, you go into that bar, whatever, and then shit pops off. And then you're like, damn it, I knew something was wrong. Just didn't know what. I had a moment like that. And from that point on, when I got to see the own example of how that played out, I had never, ever once doubted my intuition. The bells ring, I'm out of class, I'm gone. And never look back because I know it's going to be right the way that I'm feeling. So don't ever doubt yourself, my friends, okay? Really don't. All right, let's just wrap this up here with the 2 more cards. We'll call it a day or an evening, wherever you are on the planet. There's your strength. Boom. So this is going to be a very strong, truthful, long-term, official soulmate connection that has a balance of even give and take. Why? Because y'all want the same damn thing. And that is funky, fantastically fresh. Say that 5 times fast. I dare you. All right, last card, my friends. There is your peace. There is your justice. There is your 2 major arcanas, back-to-back, strength and justice. Balanced, strong. This is what you deserve because this is your fate. So congratulations on your victory, my friends. That's been great. Wow, what a reading. Holy crap, 1:12 on the clock. Fantastic. And you should understand that the spirituality part, that has been your reading, right? I'm going to do it professional. That has been your reading. Thank you for your time. Anyways, let's continue the conversation. The spirituality part of the clues, okay, angels can't talk to us directly. They really can't. Unless God says, I need you to specifically talk to this person. Like there are examples of that in the Bible. But to everybody, that's just everybody. No, God doesn't talk to everybody. That's why he has angels to do the messaging. And so now the angels can't talk to you directly. So what do they got to do? They got to use things to let you know that they're trying to talk to you, right? That shit is real. Okay, synchronicities is not something that is, what do they say? When something happens and people say, oh, that's a coincidence, right? I hope you don't believe in coincidences, okay? Because it wasn't a coincidence that Earth was made. It wasn't a coincidence that it is the way it is. It isn't a coincidence that I was made the way I am and you were made the way that you are. It was a very specific, intentional design. So there's no coincidences. Everything is very specific, done for a reason, right? Everything happens for a reason, eliminating coincidences. And so when you see these synchronicities of like strolling around your house, you're doing your laundry, you got your music going, you're just cranking it out, mopping the floor, you snap your neck and you look at the clock and then you see 12:12. Then you go take a shower, maybe take a dump, go eat some breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And then you look at the clock, and now it's 2:22 on the clock. You're like, what the shit? Wow, how coincidental is that I am so busy in my life that in that brief second, I looked up and I seen pairing dual numbers. That is an intentional sign. That is a message. That is what God tells the angels to use, not only with that, but with music and TV. Because if you're sitting in your car and you're driving, you got a long way to go, you got crappy music on, and then you're thinking about something, and then all of a sudden a song comes on, and it makes you think more about what you were just thinking. And now you have this like epiphany moment. Well, that is the synchronicity. So when you get those synchronicities, my friends, 12:12 on the clock, 1:11, feel free to Google that, right? Because that's going to help you understand the spiritually part of the message. Just like cross-watching to see what your partner is up to. I'm just kidding. But very significant to understand that. Because why? In the moment that you see that 12:12 or that 1:1, whatever synchronicity, the music, whatever, you must remember what you were thinking and feeling in that moment. Because what you are thinking and feeling in the moment that you have recognized as synchronicity is the message to tell you what your issue or solution or goal is. Try me on that. Try to remember that. Remember what you're thinking about or how you're feeling when you see synchronicities like that. Don't look at the clock and see that it's, 11:10, and you're going to sit there and watch the clock for another minute, so it's 11:11 on the clock, because it don't count. It don't work that way. It's not quite a synchronicity. But that's funny because I've had somebody talk like that, and I was like, no, that's not, you can't do that. It's not even, that's like trapping yourself. You're the magician, manipulating things, right? So check that out, right? Really look at that, because I know for sure that things that I've been thinking about or feeling, and I mean, all last week, it was like 10:10, 11:11. I missed 12:12, but then it was like 1:11, 2:22. Like today, I looked at the clock before I did this shit. It was 5:55, and those all mean something. So when I was thinking about, I got to do, some more readings for my members, my subscribers, maybe even talk some smack to people that are brand new. You know what I mean? That 555 was about change, because fives are change. 555. So big changes are coming. This is what I was thinking, because I had to change something. I was just kind of gonna take the day off, but I was like, no, I don't need that. I have too much energy, so I'm gonna bust it out on a night move for a live. And that's not really who I am and what I do, but here I am. Because why? If I don't do live readings at night, and I am now, well, isn't that a change? Ooh, busted. See how that synchronicity works? And then it proves itself. So just be aware of that, and goggle as much you can about spirituality, because knowledge is power. The more that you know, the less ignorant you are, the less that you will have issues. Yeah. So, my friends, enjoy that one, because that was free. FREE. Right. But seriously, hit the like buttons, because there's some people in here that haven't. So I really appreciate it if you did. If you didn't, because you won't, well, then I know you're the creeper. But thanks anyways, because I'm still getting credit. Yeah. Hit the like button, subscribe, become part of this divine family if you are not already. Check out the memberships. Okay. I got some cool stuff with that. I did a little behind the scenes videos. There's private videos for you all, just members to watch. Also, there is a chance for all the members to do just a live stream like this of just members. So there are pretty good perks that go with that, right? So check it out. Maybe hit that up. I don't know. It's like having a way cheaper Netflix subscription, right? Because it doesn't cost that much to do that, and there are some cool perks to go with it. So check that out, right? Check out my playlist, because I post a bunch of crazy stuff, because I am multi-talented, and I can't just be one little sheep in a herd of a bunch of other sheep. So enjoy yourself, my friends. Definitely see you again. Thank you for taking the time to come out here with me. Really appreciate that. My loyal supporters, you guys are amazing. I love when you blow up the comments. Makes me feel very grateful for you. So enjoy your night. Enjoy your day, whatever planet you're on. I'll definitely rotate back around to see you again when our planets collide. Peace and prayer, my friends. I'll see you again.